Sneak Peekers!
I'm Caroline.
And I'm Bridget. We've got a great show lined up for you today. First up, we have some thoughts on A24's newest reinvention of the rom-com, Eternity, which releases November 26th.
After that, we're getting into the Thanksgiving spirit with Sneak Peek's newest hit game show, Pardon the Bad Movie. Then for Veterans Day, we'll share some thoughts on Hollywood's longest-running careers.
And finally, we're ranking some of the most well-known movies based on musicals.
You won't want to miss this. The biggest news in the industry continues to be the ongoing situation with Warner Brothers Discovery and the race to see who will buy the studio giant.
Netflix and David Ellison's Paramount remain the top players right now, but Comcast is in talks for a deal offer, wanting to split WBD instead of buying all their assets.
Warner Brothers has merged, split, and done the seller's dance for what seems like hundreds of years at this point. But this sale seems to be a look for a permanent home, with prospect buyers all hoping to hold on to the Animaniacs and crew for decades to come.
But each big option comes with its own concerns. On one hand, Netflix's promise to move the media industry away from movie theaters could come true if they push Warner Brothers off the silver screen.
And while Paramount has claimed they would leave Warner Brothers to their own independent leadership, their current controversies with controlling CBS News and the reported blacklist they're creating for pro-Palestinian actors, the situation continues to look bleak.
But looking away at Warner's future, their current situation has been promising. As of today, Dune Part 3 has wrapped filming, and Dune Prophecy has begun filming for Season 2.
Timothy Chalamet will be glad to know that he can start to grow his hair back, if that's why he shaved it.
In all honesty, it's hard to know anything about these sets with how under wraps they've been. We do know that the third film will be adapting 2 books in the series, Messiah and Children of Dune, and that audiences may be surprised which cast members will be returning if they haven't read the series.
The film is scheduled to release on December 18th, 2026, the same date as Avengers Doomsday, and with both having wrapped filming, any change in schedule by Warner or Disney is because they're a coward.
Speaking of cowards, we at Sneak Peek are sad to announce that one of our own UT alumni have fallen into the AI pipeline. Matthew McConaughey has signed a deal with 11 Labs to collect his voice for use in generative AI voiceovers.
Yes, Mr. Lost Bus, along with Michael Caine, have officially licensed their voice out, claiming that this move will solve the ethical concerns of AI. If anyone could solve every single ethical concern with AI, it would be a Longhorn.
On the opposite side, Vince Gilligan has been appearing on several interviews to promote his Apple TV Plus show, Pluribus, and has used the opportunity to say that he does not care for AI.
Teaming with the opinion of Guillermo del Toro, Vince calls artificial intelligence in filmmaking a detriment to human creativity, and that he's glad nobody has forced him to use it yet.
I guess I'll have to be the first. Jesse Pinkman in his Studio Ghibli film, coming soon. Look out for it.
To end off our news desk, we'd like to recommend our real movie of the week, Porco Rosso.
Executive producer Gavin James says that this Studio Ghibli movie, a film about a pig fighter pilot living in fascist Italy, and we contractually can't argue with him, audiences may recognize similar themes to contemporary America. So, Caroline, how long would you wait to meet the love of your life?
I would say maybe 6-7 years. What about you?
I don't know. I think I'm pretty picky, so it may take a long time, but I'm willing to wait an eternity.
Well, before you commit to that idea, it might help for you to hear about a woman who did wait that long, specifically Elizabeth Olsen in David Friend's Eternity. We have Rosie with a review for the film.
Take it away.
Hey Sneak Peekers! My name is Rosie and I had the opportunity to watch Eternity ahead of its release later this month. Starring Elizabeth Olsen, Miles Teller, and Callum Turner, this film provides the perfect setup for a potential argument with your partner. We see a dead wife, a dead husband, and hey, another dead husband, and she can only choose one? Oh man, what a doozy. Well, beyond that, however, lies a provocative reflection on where true value is found in life. It's a film that can make you laugh seconds after bringing you to tears, with touches of the timeless rom-com genre. In this version of the afterlife, you arrive at a train station immediately after death and have 1 week to choose where to spend eternity. There are quite a few options, ranging from religious paradises, beach world, mountain world, endless wine world, Marxist world, infantilization world, and many more. The catch is, once you pick where to go, you can't change your mind. This is Joan's dilemma, played by Elizabeth Olsen, who must decide whether she wants to spend eternity with her husband of over 60 years, Larry, or her first husband, Luke, who died young and has been waiting for her for 67 years. No, I'm not joking, and yes, the man next to us did the hand motions every single time they said it. Larry, played by Miles Teller, has lived in the shadow of Luke, played by Callum Turner, who is revered as Joan's perfect first husband, who died abruptly in the Korean War. Chaos ensues as the two husbands meet and both pressure the distressed Joan into making a quick decision. The implied depth and lore behind the world really contribute to the philosophical themes the film explores. Spending eternity in one place with unlimited options sounds thrilling, but it is also one of the most horrific ideas I've ever heard. The film develops a well-developed understanding of the world conceptually and in terms of logistics and economics of the afterlife. Moreover, Zazu Meyer's production design is stellar, complemented by Rory O'Brien's cinematography. The performances of the main cast are a mixed bag. Miles Teller stands out. He and Elizabeth Olsen did a great job subtly playing older. Now, please don't kill me, but Callum Turner didn't quite do it for me. He nailed the charming sweep-you-off-your-feet demeanor, but lacked chemistry with Elizabeth Olsen. For being Joan's passionate, perfect young lover, this pairing fell flat, which hurt the tension in Olsen's decision. Similarly, I had issues with the pacing of the film, and the middle section slowed things down after a strong opening. We're introduced to the fantastical afterlife which adds conceptual interest in the exposition. After that, however, most of the movie is centered on decision-making and doesn't explore the couple's dynamics enough. If you ask me, Turner's character is poorly written, which explains his lackluster performance. His main struggle, everyone thinking he's perfect, lacks justification, and we don't get to know him beyond the surface. All that said, the extended middle section makes the ending feel rushed, but the film avoids being too predictable. It seems the post-Challengers world is quite interested in the throuple dynamic, and this marks A24's second film of the year after The Materialists. Either way, if you're in the mood for a good old-fashioned rom-com, you can see Eternity on November 26th, just before Thanksgiving. Feel free to share your thoughts with us at Sneak Peek TV on Instagram. That's all for me. We'll be back after a quick commercial break. Stay turkey!
What's the worst movie you've seen?
I would probably have to say the original Dune. Hear me out, it just needs a bit of rewriting. It may be bad, but sometimes you gotta love bad movies.
Funnily enough, we have a whole table of sneak peekers ready to find one bad movie they're willing to put in for this Thanksgiving season. Let's hear which one they choose.
Here's hoping for Ma.
Hey, sneak peekers! First of all, let's introduce ourselves.
I'm Brooke.
I'm Carol.
I'm Frankie, and we have one more person. Give her a
Very special
sec.
guest.
Oh, I'm Margot.
Yay! So for this segment, we are going to pardon the bad movie in the same way that we pardon turkeys.
Yes,
Yes.
precisely.
So the concept is pretty much if we had to save one of the movies that we're going to propose right now, which one we would do. And it's just going to be a democracy. We can all
The other ones are
I love
wiped off the
democracy.
face of the
Yes,
earth
love.
forever.
yeah.
So,
So let's start with Margot.
okay. Hey guys, my movie that I would like to pardon is the 2025 War of the Worlds, starring Ice Cube.
Okay. I love Ice Cube.
Do I have to give justification, or
We can start maybe debating after each person has introduced theirs.
Okay, we're gonna introduce. Okay,
Yeah,
okay,
yeah.
I get it. I want to pardon Jaws 3D.
Oh,
Okay.
Enough said.
right.
I want to pardon the third installment of the Divergent series, Allegiant.
Okay, that's hard for me to get behind. I just want to say that. I want to pardon Adam Sandler's 2014 film Blended.
Adam Sandler just has
Fire.
so much space in everyone's heart.
I
Exactly.
love Terry Crews.
Yeah. Well, we should make this harder. No, we hate Adam Sandler. We
I'm
cannot
not gonna
pardon
say
him.
I
He's
like
a
him.
good guy.
Wait,
kind of
genuinely?
is.
Like hashtag SRS?
Well, I think something just came out about him.
Oh,
Yeah.
interesting.
Okay.
Okay.
R.I.P. Adam Sandler, I guess.
But
But do we want to make arguments for each of our movies? I was just like thinking of my personal movie, and I cannot defend anything. It killed a genre. It killed a moment. It lost so much momentum.
Why are we reviving it then? I mean, why are we
but
saving
that's something in
pardoning
and of itself.
Wait, did it? Is there only 3 movies?
It was supposed to be 4, but the third one was so bad it did not make the 4th one. So the franchise
supposed
is
to be part 2?
unfinished. Yeah, Allegiant, there was supposed to be a continuation. I think that we don't even know. I think Triss is supposed to die. Sorry, spoilers for the book. But that just never happens because it killed the franchise.
What was so bad about it?
It's just so bad.
Oh.
It is a really bad movie. It has nothing to do with the first 2. Not that the second one is good, but the first one is decent. I cannot make a case for mine. I just want to say that that's a bad movie.
Is there a Shailene Woodley scream in it?
Always.
Okay.
It
that,
just, like,
that adds some points.
It just shows like people trying to ride the Hunger Games train and failing.
Feeling
Miserable.
miserably. It is an embarrassment actually. But we have other options to save. So Blended has a really good case because we all kind of bond over Adam Sandler apparently and Terry Crews.
And it's big in Brazil. I've been told. I've
Yeah,
been informed
it is.
before.
It is actually very big in Brazil.
It is
I
big in
think it
Brazil.
plays in one channel at least every week. So
Really?
yeah, we just love Adam Sandler.
I feel like it
And
plays
Tigers.
at like whenever I'm at like a hotel. I feel like it plays. Like,
Yeah.
at least
But-
once.
And
during
I'm
my
always sat
stay at
down
a
for it
hotel.
though.
Yeah,
Not gonna lie.
but
It's a
first
fun
of all,
movie.
make a case for Jaws 3D.
Jaws. Wait. I don't think I have a good case. Like I don't think it's good at all.
Okay.
I like the 3D effects. The shark looks like it's doing that rather than like, like being like shark-like.
But
It
sharks
just
don't
go-
swim like this. They swim like this.
Okay, well you know what I mean. They like
Okay.
glide. But yeah, I think the 3D did not work.
And War of the Worlds.
So this, I would say, is a textbook movie that you can watch while inebriated, depending on it. I mean, like, it's just one of those things you can throw on and you will be entertained at least.
Okay.
That's a really good case, actually.
There's some
Yes.
bad movies where I'm like, this is so boring. I can't watch this again. But there are bad movies
Yes.
where I'm like, this is so fun.
Which is not the
And
case of
I'm usually not
Allegiant
that kind
and
of
probably not
person,
Jaws.
But this movie was just so like, filmed at the height of quarantine, and you can tell.
Wait, it was filmed at
and-
the height of quarantine and
Well,
came out
'cause
this year?
I don't think there's any. There's a couple scenes that are like actually in person, but for the most part, it's over like Zoom.
It is.
Oh, interesting.
So
Actually,
who do we want to vote though?
I kind
as
of
we
want
come to
to.
a
I'm
close.
curious about War of the Worlds. So
I
Everyone
wanted to
gotta
do
watch it.
blended.
Do what? Blended?
Everyone's
Okay, I think we
Okay.
might be split.
Okay, we.
Are we? Which one are we doing?
We're
Should
not
we make an
blended.
exception and pardon 2 turkeys?
No, we should pardon Blended.
Okay.
Blended.
Sorry. We are Adam Sandler. You are safe in this
And Terry Crews.
For this week.
space.
For
Yeah.
this week.
Okay, thank you so much, guys.
Bye.
Bye. We're still on.
Gobble gobble. I'm a turkey.
Man, good thing there aren't any on the chopping block anymore. We might have needed to find a new host.
Phew. Yeah, I've been a turkey for a while. Some may say I'm a veteran turkey.
Veteran, that reminds me. That's very commendable, but today is Veterans Day.
That's true. Hey, while we're on the topic, why don't we talk about a different kind of veteran? The Hollywood veterans. Take it away.
From its earliest evolutions in the 19th century as a narrative media, war has been one of those intrinsic molding devices that shaped how the medium progressed. From war films to war on film to wars on film, the whole warfare apparatus has been given noble and ignoble depictions as attitudes towards war mature along with it. But instead of tracking this trend, I think that it's best that we take this Veterans Day and reminisce on some of those servicemen and women that have brought some of our favorite stories to life. When thinking about veterans, the most prominent name that comes to mind is Tom Hanks. Not just for his performance as the troubled Captain Miller in Saving Private Ryan, and to some extent Forrest Gump, but for his service to the Hollywood film industry. Throughout the decades, Hank was synonymous with a smash hit, whether through a critical darling or a box office juggernaut, sometimes both. Particularly starting from the 90s, he has inspired versatility, leading romantic comedy classics such as Sleepless in Seattle, tearjerkers like The Green Mile, and even revolutionary animation when he voiced Woody in Toy Story, the first feature-length CGI animated film. Today, Tom Hanks is more than just a familiar face on screen. He reminds us of a distinctive time in American film history. His career stands as a testament to the kind of timeless storytelling and enduring craftsmanship that define Hollywood's golden veterans. Another face that has graced our screens throughout the decades is that of Denzel Washington. The EGOT-nominated artist is considered one of the most influential performers of all time. Since his debut in 1980, his career has skyrocketed above and beyond to become one of the most iconic film stars in modern Hollywood. With 2 Academy Awards on his resume, Washington also symbolizes this rare combination of critical acclaim and popular appeal, starring in some of the most defining films of his era, such as Training Day and Spike Lee's Malcolm X. He is far from done. Washington has recently starred in some of the biggest releases from the recent years, such as Gladiator II and The Tragedy of Macbeth, the latter earning his yet another nomination and the Academy Awards. Earlier this year, he was honored with the Presidential Medal of Honor for his unmatched dignity, extraordinary talent, and unflinching faith, a true testament of his service in the entertainment industry. Although the listicles of Hollywood veterans usually restrict themselves to men, the invaluable talents of a woman like Bea Arthur is always the most glaring exception to the gendered list. Best known for playing the baritone, no-nonsense Dorothy Zbornak on the long-running sitcom The Golden Girls, and on Maude for playing the eponymous outspoken liberal in weekly ideological clashes, Bea Arthur was a staff sergeant in the Marine Corps Women's Reserve from the years of 1943 to 45, serving as a truck driver and dispatcher at Cherry Point. After her stint in the military, Arthur punched her awards ballot with a Tony for the Broadway production of the musical Mame and multiple Emmys from her storied television career. Although she sadly passed away in spring of '09, and Nerves of Steel, outspoken vigor have made her a timeless touchstone in American entertainment. Still lovingly parodied and adored by fans all over the world, although this list may not be exhaustive, it still paints a picture of all those men and women on and off our screen of your favorite movies and TV shows that gave so much that you could laugh and cry with and for them on screen. Happy Veterans Day, sneak peekers. We'll have more after the break.
Whoa, dude, you're crazy.
Yes, I've been in a musical theater craze lately. I feel really inspired by Chicago.
With Wicked Part 2 coming out soon, musical movies are all the craze. And actually, we have some musical movies pulled that we need to rank. Take it away.
Hello again. Welcome to Sneak Peek's official musical movie ranking. So I have some musicals pulled. There are a lot that I missed, so we may have some honorable mentions, but are you guys musical theater fans at all?
Yes.
Good to know.
Vaguely, yeah.
I can already
Vaguely.
see I like the first one.
Right, yes. Well, I'll just go ahead without further ado. First up, we've got The Little Shop of Horrors. Yes. I will put that on there. And then next up, we got Hairspray. It's probably a little hard to read.
I'm a personal
but
fan of.
Hairspray. And then we got a classic, Phantom of the Opera. Anyone?
I have opinions.
Okay. Yes. We got some Sondheim up in here. We got Into the Woods.
I also have opinions.
Yes.
Mostly about James Corden.
We got Sweeney Todd.
Okay.
And then everyone's favorite. We've got Cats. Yep.
Better be joking.
And then of course we have Wicked.
Yes.
Sorry, a lot to rank. Did not. And then Cabaret, the world's best musical ever.
Yes.
And then we got Chicago, and then we got Les Mis. So,
All of the movie versions, by the way, we're not going to consider the success of its stage
Yeah.
Right.
right.
versions, right?
Okay, so I'm familiar with all of these musicals at the musical level, and I also know how much these movies changed. The musicals, which I don't think is necessarily like the crux of how I in approaching my ranking of it, but
Except for Little Shop, which the musical changed after the movie came out.
well,
Interesting.
they actually filmed the original ending where the plant does kill everybody, but after they screened it to test audiences, they were like, this is too bleak. So that's when they changed it. And the original sequence is up on YouTube, and it's actually nuts. It's crazy.
I also like some of the songs they add in
Yeah.
the new musical.
Yeah.
I love when a musical adds and you can have more songs, I guess. I just, do we feel strongly negatively about any of them? I think
Well, a couple, actually.
Cats.
Cats, I think, is bad. I think
Yeah,
that
let's start at the
deserves
bottom.
I feel like people don't even like the stage version of it. So like,
People are not fans of cats. Why did you
I
start?
haven't seen it.
taste.
I just know that my parents walked out. Like literally,
No,
they paid a lot for the ticket, and it was just so bad that they preferred to not be there.
That's
So I don't know how it even got made into a movie.
Me neither.
some of the songs are good, but like overall.
Yeah.
Yeah.
From a cinematic standpoint, I really dislike the movie version of Les Mis.
That's
I think
based-
it is very difficult to watch. I think it is the camera work. I can really say I got motion sick while watching
And
this.
Russell Crowe cannot sing.
Russell Crowe cannot sing.
Yes. I think that many such cases.
We
though,
can move
like-
it. I don't know if it deserves second to last, but I think
We
we,
can
should
put it
move it
towards
there,
the end.
towards the end.
Another bad one,
Let's see.
I was gonna say,
Yes.
I feel similarly about that
Into
one.
the Woods.
The thing about Into the Wood is that I watched this before knowing that it was a musical. I just thought it would never end because I wasn't familiar with the structure. I was young and I wasn't familiar with the structure of the second act. So the movie ended and there was a whole other thing, like something is going on. And
Yeah.
that was just, I was getting so frustrated with it. I also don't like the characters. Did not like the characters, and James Corden is in it. So
I was
He's
gonna say,
also in
I
it,
think
like,
James
isn't
Corden
he
should
also in
automatically
Cats? Yeah.
put you at the bottom. So
I think I would move it there, right?
Well, and
yeah,
I love
yeah.
Into the Woods as a musical.
I
but,
do
like,
too.
The
Me
movie
too.
Is just like
Not done
painful.
well.
Yeah.
I do like Anna Kendrick singing. I love whenever
do.
she can sing. So
Yeah.
I like that she had that time at least because she's a Broadway kid. So
yeah, that's true.
What else do we not like?
I'm not a fan of the Phantom.
I'm not either.
Love the musical. I don't think the movie does it very
Yes.
well. We can just, it's kind of just like a nothing burger,
Yeah.
IMO.
That's a good.
It
That's
loses-
so that means we're making it to the middle.
Yes,
right now.
we are now at the middle. So it's getting into more rocky territory here.
Okay.
Are you content with Hairspray going next?
I think Sweeney Todd.
I think Sweet
One of
Sweeney
those
Todd
two,
to be
yeah.
next. I think
Are
Hairspray
you-
should
I mean,
win
Johnny
more.
Depp.
Do you feel strongly about Sweeney Todd?
I feel strongly.
I love. Okay, well, I'm biased because I love the musical so much, but Johnny Depp starring in it is definitely not my favorite thing in the world.
Yeah, it's
But-
just aged poorly. Is
Yeah.
this a Tim Burton movie too?
Yes, it is directed by
so
Tim Burton.
Like,
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. Tim Burton is very of its time, and that time is Tim Burton, so it's
I
just
get that.
not really like. Yeah. If you guys feel comfortable with Hairspray being next, I'm.
Look, I love Hairspray. It's my favorite musical ever. I'm okay with putting it there.
Okay.
Okay.
I will-
You
I
can make
think-
the case for it.
I just think it's really fun. I think it gives a good star-studded cast. That's like it's a star-studded cast that like, and pretty much all of them can sing, as opposed to like in Into the Woods where I'm like, or Russell Crowe where I'm like, you
Russell Crowe.
can't.
Yeah.
It's like I feel like they picked people who can sing. Christopher Walken's character is the only one who can't sing, but his character couldn't sing in the musical.
Oh,
I
It's like a
agree.
point,
Awesome.
plot
I do
point.
love
So
John Travolta
yeah.
in that
I
movie.
that's why I think it should be higher, but also all of these are very good.
I will say, yes, for the next one, this may be controversial. I'm thinking Wicked.
I think it's fine because
that's
Wicked
fair.
hasn't had it didn't have opportunity to get our childhood hearts yet. There's a generation being formed by Wicked, and maybe there are sneak peekers in 10 years, but not for now.
Not for now.
Still recent,
Maybe
yeah.
the second one will change our minds.
Yeah.
That's true.
Maybe the addition.
We'll have to do a musical movie part 2.
We'll be
next
back next month.
We'll be back.
Yes, yes, yes.
This is gonna be tough.
Okay, next.
These three are tough.
My vote is Chicago next. But
For
I do
third?
love all of them.
Oh.
I
honestly-
have to admit that I have not seen Little Shop, so
Ooh.
I will let you guys decide Little,
Shop is so
I just
good.
really
Shop is
like the
very
other
good.
two, so
It's got a lot of heart. They actually use the lead from the original Off-Broadway musical
Yeah.
is playing her
This is
same
actually
role.
very
Ellen Green.
important. Yeah.
And I think
I
that was
love
a
her
really
performance.
strong choice.
Yes.
So if Chicago wants to be next, I feel like Chicago has a good life and a good era.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was very recognized at the Academy Awards. It won Best Picture, which is very important for female-led films.
Yeah.
True,
I'm very
true.
passionate about that. Sorry.
And putting it third doesn't mean it's bad.
No,
Yeah,
exactly.
This is
they're
a
all really
very
good.
yeah.
Yeah. And
They're
I think
all
that there's
really
definitely
good.
like a step
Well,
here.
I meant
like,
at the
Yeah.
top.
this
I agree.
This tier is its own thing.
Yeah, that's real.
And now I need to make my case for Cabaret. I just think it is
Yes.
truly a revolution
Agreed.
in many ways. Liza Minnelli is a revolution
Yes.
and a revelation and the best nepo baby to ever live.
Can I make a case against Cabaret?
Sure.
This could just be me. I love the musical to death, and I think that's why I'm not necessarily claiming injustice, but I definitely think the musical waters down the what's the word I'm looking for? Not campness.
But it's a Fosse musical. Oh, sorry.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, Cabaret deserves the top
If you
spot.
guys really like
I
Little
think
Shop,
I think Little Shop is
should
fun.
be
I think
able to.
Cabaret really gets to you.
Yes, I agree.
interesting.
I would agree.
Which sucks that we can't give more to comedy, but here is our final.
Our final list. It's
Final
probably
list.
a little hard
Use
to
the
see, but
pyramid.
we'll upload a picture of it. All right.
100%.
It's all from us.
Thank you so much,
Thank
guys.
you.
Thank you,
guys
Sneak
love
Peek.
musicals
See
like
you
this.
next week.